I just had a huge heart opening, and now I know why I wasn't able to make a video yesterday. I didn't have time, and I really wanted to, but they wanted to wait for me to have this transition before I gave you your update. So happy Thursday. I have your energy update for Thursday, August 28th. Hi, my name is Paula Taylor. I'm a sound and energy activator, intuitive reader and channeler, body worker, and fearless alchemist, and I coach people on the path to spiritual awakening. So let's talk a little bit about the energy, and then let's talk about what the energy is in service of, because that's what I'm always looking for, like what's underneath all of the like chaotic shifting that's happening. So we had a timeline shift, we had another timeline shift, and the graph is moving further apart. And I was talking about this a couple weeks ago when I had that experience with the Galactic Council, and then I was talking about how I said not to trust the graph, or like that's what my guides were saying. And the graph no longer reflects the awakened collective fully, is kind of the way they're putting it. I don't really like the word awakened, but that's kind of the word that other people use. When the graph looks quiet, from now on, it will almost never actually be quiet. That is the unawakened collective. That is the energy of the 3D, the denser vibration that's not moving, that's stagnant. Part of the reason all of these solar flares are coming in and all of this like cosmic energy is so intense is because it's in service of waking us up. That's where we get the term spiritual awakening. But it's also now a reflection of our awakened collective energy. Because we are shifting so quickly, the universe, the micro and the macro, reflect each other. So the universe is sending us more energy to assist in that awakening, assist in that movement. So all of this like cuckoo bananas energy that started coming in a couple days ago, like yesterday, I could barely, there's a huge upper chakra opening going on. So third eye, crown, all day yesterday there was energy like swimming around the top of my head, and my crown was tingling and my third eye was tingling, and it's been like that since Monday or Tuesday. And I've been forgetting things. Like there's a lot of like ascension-y symptoms that go with that, of like kind of being a little bit ungrounded and a little bit like floaty. And what I just channeled a sacred sound journey for my online community, the Spiritual Awakening Sanctuary. You can learn more about that on my website. We'd love to have you join us if that calls to you. So if you'd like to join that, we would love to have you there. You get a lot of bonus content as well as some interaction with like-hearted individuals. It's a space of a lot of introverted star seeds who are learning to claim their light and let it shine. I realize I should maybe start saying that because it doesn't call to everyone, and that's as it's meant to be. But I just channeled a sacred sound journey for them, and there was such a huge, profound shift and this like really huge heart opening. And so what I realized is that all this energy that feels sort of chaotic, that feels a little bit like unsettled, is in service of opening the heart. And there's a complete energetic anatomy shift that's going on right now. Apparently I'm supposed to write a book about this, but the heart is now sort of the base of all of this intuitive chakra space. Like instead of having separate chakras, I haven't really thought about them in that way. You know, I have the hanging behind me. For a long time, it's like one big space. There's one big space from the root to the heart, and then one big space from the heart up. We need a huge, wide foundation to support this opening of the upper chakras. And the foundation of all of this information and intuition and reconnecting to quantum origins, like your starseed origins and angelic elemental origins and remembering of past lives, all of this rests in this foundation of having an open heart, of learning how to live with more unconditionality around our love, less like transaction and more just openness. That's what the 5D consciousness is this opening of this like circular space of love. And I see it so beautifully here on TikTok, and it's less reflected in the 3D collective right now. So you have to be really careful and discerning about what you're consuming. Not just physically, like not necessarily, I mean, yes, what you're eating and drinking, but like what are you consuming on social media? What are you consuming with your eyes? What energy are you bringing into your system? And if you are continuing to like engage with a lot of density, some of us have no choice about that, and I totally get that. That's got to be balanced out with the space of light and the space of opening and this space of awakening. That's why a lot of us are here on TikTok, because it's the only space where other people understand that, and that the importance of that cannot be overstated. I feel like my guides have something specific they want to say, so I'm going to let them come in, and then of course we'll give you some energy for today. Be not afraid. Be not afraid. Be not afraid. There is a huge shift coming. You are already feeling it. It is a shift for the highest good of all, for the betterment of your society. The chaos around this shift cannot be avoided because the shadow must be uncovered. The density must be revealed in order for it to be released. If you are feeling this chaotic frequency within your system, this is where the discernment comes in to begin consuming energy that will dispel the chaos. Consuming energy that will open your space, that will clarify your space, that will expand your space. Now more than ever, you must choose what you want to engage with. And you do have a choice. When you say you have no choice, you are disempowering yourself, and that is a falsehood. Regardless of what you see in your physical surroundings, there is always the opportunity to engage with the light, the expansion, the clarity, the harmony. This is a time during which the more you can engage with that light, the more you can move the density out of your system. This is why this energy is being offered to you now, so that collectively you can move through this tumultuous period of choosing to release the density and to step fully into the expansion. So don't do this while you're driving. Close your eyes if you can. Put a hand or two on your heart, maybe one hand on your heart, one hand on your belly. This is a powerful activation, so choose to receive this by consenting in the comments, or come back to it if it doesn't call to you in this moment. Kua na ia te ke ua taka ana ia na ke ua taka ana kia te ke ata ko ua na kai te kia te ke ana ka atare kia te kua te kana a te kia te ke ata kai te kia na ke ko shana kai ia te kana a te kai ia na ka ua te kana ia she na kai na ku Uia mai e ia mai ia mai ai se mai ia se ia Thank you so much for being present in this space with me. Remember how loved you are. Remember how supported you are. Even when you don't see that reflection, you are supported, you are loved. Have a beautiful rest of your day.